Shoot, just turned over immediately. Welcome back. Another exciting episode of Video Games Ho with your fun-loving host, Hades Manticore. We're back with Banner Saga, of course. We're already in events. Jesus Christ. Let me just take a note really quick. Sorry, I had to take a note. Let marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distant since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Old Leaf approaches you both. Old Leaf. Let I have something for you. Old Leaf has gathered up a long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sell up the banner with everything that's happened since we left Saga. Come find me another time, Rook. We'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? I don't know. Guess I'll have to find out later. It looks that way. That's my daughter? It looks that way. And that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Old Leaf's been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can I read a part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who lived in Skager throughout the years, just as it's done to every banner in every town. I wish she were here. I'm kind of glad she isn't. Section of the banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? She doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge leaving home, and why'd you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. They would have killed others. How do you know which ones are bad? Because Dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person, please. You mad at me? I'm glad you don't want to. Alette smiles at this, then her face sinks again. I guess I would do it if I really have to, but do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a good job. Thanks. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skager is your burden now. Your burden now. Shoot. Oh, talk to Old Leaf. Old Leaf. I'm sure there's a proper way to pronounce that. I am probably pronouncing it wrong. How you doing, Odd? I'm alright. But I'm not going to make eye contact with you. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It's not going to be for right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Odd Leaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Shoot. Strong woman. What does that even mean? I never cared for that expression. It means you're going to be okay. People look up to you. Wow, that seems like the best answer. I never cared for that expression. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does it feel so backwards? Maybe it's because you won't look at me. I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. He asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Your family, you should carry it. You're right, I should. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. You're probably right. I know I'm right on this one. It's not just about our town. What happens the first time we need to go? We need something from another clan. How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. I'll do my best. I think so too. I know I dragged this out. The truth is my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She is my daughter, after all. Yeah, I got +5 for now. It means I made at least one right choice somewhere. Did I level anybody up in the last part? I wasn't paying attention. Also would be no. Hogan got fucked up. Hulk Hogan's been fucked up, my god. Oh yeah, Ivor. Dude, look how high shield banger defenses are. Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna level up his damage. Rook isn't. Trigvi. Oh shit. He's already promoted that many times, huh? What is this shit? Okay. Armor blocks damage your strength minus their armor equals damage. Both damage and health. Spent to move farther, hit harder. Perform your ability but does not replenish. Amount of willpower you can use on any given action. Breaks the amount of direct damage you can naturally do to an enemy's armor. It's interesting. Hogan doesn't have the scar. Mogan does. Gotcha. Makes sense. Did Alette level at all? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's get back to the shit wrecking. Maybe I should... we'll be fine. How's morale? Morale's normal. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here! We got a great big convoy. A small split in the trail, a few fires stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. Mind everyone, they're free to do as they please. You think it's over there? Let's wish them well. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must protect the man capturing the shoulder of the fires apart. I only lost 8 people, that's not that bad. Not like they're dead. They'll probably find us in a week, like I said. Complaints of Rastenvarter's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged canvas through a campfire, setting a nearby wagon aflame. Jesus. Punish him, fucking ass. Man drinks another water around. Damn it. I should have read that. Oops. Bad. We're almost to Frostbaler. Dread! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Rastenvarter. Staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to the trees in distance. Fear races to the caravan's fires, pull their weapons. Scouts return no signs of furious men surround Rastenvarter. Let him deliver justice. Next time he's offered me, the man tries to interfere. As for the rest of the caravan, everyone else seems pretty satisfied. Our banner, whilst red and long, is not as long.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
I like that I can see Ivor in the front, as well as everybody else in my party. There's Oddleaf, Mogan and Helgen, Alette and me, or Rook. Rook is my character, so I'm probably just going to refer to him as myself from now on. Just like I do in every, RPG. You jostle through follow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostbaler for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. It's not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? Can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddleaf finds you amongst the many refugees. I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? So everyone far off from Blotzbalkir, Greyhorn, people from Beatrall, nearby villages, the Dredge are everywhere. Chieftain of Frostbaler has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. I want to know more what's going on here. Let's lay low. Where else can we go? I don't know what to do. I like how you can be an indecisive git. That's certainly what great leaders need to do. Just, what do? I don't know. I see a lot of people gathered around rest houses. We could find out what they know. How do we get in anyway? They close the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't gonna break it, just push it really hard. I like this guy. Knows how to get shit done. Break things. Rest. Heroes Market. Let's go to the gate. Approach the gate. Bloody. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the door, several pin-cushioned bodies lie, unclaimed, as though they simply belong there. Archers up on the walls make it clear nobody will getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason, when they're not flinging stones and curses. Let's find out more from the crowd. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge storage supplies in there too, add once, man. They're just hoarding them. Shout at the guards. We're from Saga, open the gates! You shout, and the archers not expecting much. You get as much response as you respected. Ivor, did you really expect to push these gates open? I'm willing to give it a try, grunts Ivor, despite sizing up doors that look like they could hold back an army. The women start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, then you kill them. He says, you're not sure. I feel like that would get him killed. I don't want to get Ivor killed. He seems almost relieved that he didn't have to live up to his earlier boast. I feel like that would get him killed. There's a lot of people gathered around the rest houses, says Oddleaf. Maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves useful. I feel like that would get Ivor killed, and I do not want to get him killed, because he's probably the best person in my party. Here? Spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. Chieftain just shot himself. There are a lot of wounded here. Adds a lot. We could help them. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick, wounded, and noise. Leave and try something else. Rest for a day. Sell them for long. Let's tend to the wounded. Why not? Aladdin Oddleaf. Spend the day along with others in your caravan treating wounds, most of which came from archers at the gates. I overheard from one woman that the city has been sending carts with food around, Oddleaf tells you. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we bring it back in, Oddleaf protests. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. We'll wait and confront them or ambush the next cart. We should wait and confront. Keep your sword down until we need it, you tell Ivor. We'll make a deal unless they're looking for a fight. Early next day, spawn on their car leaving the gates of the city. After they've thrown their scraps to the refugees, you approach. Stop. My friend wanted to talk to you. It's not what I wanted. Think I can guess why. If we knew there were more fighters in Varl, I hear Echo might have brought you into the city. Who's Echo? He's in charge up there. In charge of what? Or better let him explain. I think we'll just take this car ourselves instead. I don't think so. We're done here. Let's go. You follow him back to the gates. Where the day opened the doors for you, a man clad in black approaches you. Step inside. What in the depths is this? Man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before refugees notice. He said you wanted fighters. Heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? I think you mean hiding out in a grave. He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as I heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's a short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You got some people who can fight. You got your own Varl. That counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me and take back Frostbaler. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become bad. Fine, cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. Oh, shit. I join him. I deal with my son. I should probably just join him for now. We'll join you for now. Because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. Little did they sleep. I'm certainly making it up as I go, because I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. I guess we're going away from Rook and back to the others. Back to Hakon and the rest of the group. Hakon, we're back. So we get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up, just now realizing Motor's been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone's been looking at you to make decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon? I heard you. Seeing the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property, a man named Eric. Eric, I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants to dredge crawling through his streets. We put down every slag wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. Sure that wound has healed, Luden? What a punk ass. I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, he'll answer the rod. Well, ours is dead, so you really can't get much worse than that. Luden makes his own decision. Wagner's dead. There's no reason to stay. Luden makes his own decisions. We'd only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Luden turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. What a dick. Wandering road's not an option with this memory. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. Do it. If Luden won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Luden get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Tell them we don't stop until Sklid is retaken. Tell them we cover the mountainside and dredge bodies. Tell them to be cautious. No more losses. Tell them we cover the mountainside and dredge bodies. That sounds like the best thing to do. Give word and we'll set off. Well, this is going to be an incredibly dialogue-heavy part. Jesus. I think. Oh, let me take care of these two things, and then I'll end this little part here. Sorry about the dialogue-heavy part, everybody. I know you all want blood and violence, because who doesn't? You knew him well, didn't you? Wagner? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The scrivener leaned back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. They respect him for his actions. Oh! That's terrible. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Moger's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. I got a banner and aberberang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yeah, the Mender's up there. The Mender's wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No. Tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine, theirs, Luden's? Gods forbid. You relic. Those gods have been dead for a long time. Have they? Old habits, I suppose. Heard you were a terror in your day. You know how old I am. Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we all can get, naturally. Interesting. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Grofheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krumir is close, I think, but the out son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am. Although, Scrimmer gestures around him. That's to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron for Gerundir now. Can't remember half of what I done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakan. Okay, I won't. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? I've never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. About the rest of us. To the depths with you. Ha! I wonder how bad it would be for, like, Earth if the sun just stopped moving. Just in the sky. Wasn't there a Futurama episode about that? I think. Let's talk to this dude now. Mogar. That's how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mogar, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Wagner. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Think you can tell me about the caravan? Throw together this many Varl, half them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. It's like me. It's like high school, then. Anyone I should keep an eye on? A couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I got it under control. Fighters we got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Wagner. Those are the ones to worry about. What about Luden's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that much. Any problems? Could be. Luden's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red's scary too, Irsa. She's probably the best fighter Luden's got, to be honest. I overheard some of the Varl call her the Witch. The Witch of the Wilds. Why? Flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. What are they, Frankenstein? Urgh, fire. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakan. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. Think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl? Nah, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their death. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Though I have to wonder. Never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. What are you holding back about Wagner? I'd rather not say, Hakan. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head and you need a cleared one. It's better you let me worry about it. Uh-oh, it's like King Jellybean. Oh, shit. If you say so, keep it to yourself, man. If there's a reason to bring it up again, I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Well, this has been a rather enlightening part. All dialogue, no action. Sorry. I'm sure there'll be violence in the next part. Thank you all so very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like my content, all that jazz. I'll see you all in the next part. Bye-bye.